AI is evolving too fast and it's a serious problem for all creators, artists, musicians, game developers, and so much more. I've been seeing videos online that look way too realistic to realize they are generated by AI. The only reason I noticed it was AI in the first place is because the comment section points it out. It's scary how realistic AI is now, and it's gotten to the point where you have to play detective to figure out if the video is AI or real. As someone who has been on YouTube for a very long time, I've seen it all. From YouTube Studio looking like this to YouTube Rewind in 2018, the site has evolved a lot in the past 9 years that I have been on the platform. The problem is AI, and there's no defending it. I was saying a few years ago how AI and robots will take our job, but now it's becoming a reality. A sad one at that. Don't get me wrong, I see benefits in AI helping disabled people speak and have a voice for the first time. Medically, AI can help those who need it. And I'm not against AI that help people medically or physically. What isn't amazing is how we are relying on AI every single day when we didn't previously rely on it. Humans are naturally creative, but with AI, people fear it will eventually fade. The worst part about it, I have seen schools promote it in their school and even told students to use AI art to make art. In today's video, I'm going to be talking to multiple artists from my community to hear their opinions on AI, from music producers to game developers to digital artists. Today we're going to see their view and how it can affect us in the future.
Well, hello, I'm Athinema.
Hello, I'm DrayOdev.
Hello, I'm David Skillman.
I'm an artist and I do animation on YouTube.
I'm a game dev in the Godot engine.
I'm a 50-year-old independent electronic music producer, and I create dubstep, future bass, electro pop, and other electronic genres to create some like crazy soundscapes that fit. And I like creating music by myself. I love talking to other people, getting feedback. Is what I do.
And I've been doing art and animation for a lot of my life. I can't even remember the time or how old I was when I even started. And the animation and art means a ton to me. It is how I express myself. It is how I get ideas in my head, like onto paper or more recently on screens. It is a big deal for me. I love doing it too.
Today I'm going to ask you a few questions around AI. I know how much you hate it because we talk daily pretty much about the horrible nature of AI within art. I'm going to ask you, your first question is, what is your opinion on AI art?
Absolutely hate it.
Can you elaborate on that answer?
Well, it's like, even in its like most recent states, when people keep saying that it's like, oh, it's getting better, it looks so good, it still looks terrible, for one, because a lot of it still has a bunch of gloss and weird anatomy on it, but also you can just tell when there's no actual thought put into it and it's just a machine, because AI is purely algorithmic. It only makes brush strokes or picks color based on what's algorithmically more likely to be there, not because a person actually thought they wanted that there. Yeah, it's devoid of creativity, devoid of thought, there's no human touch behind it, and overall all it gets its information from is stolen artwork too.
Not just that, you don't really get the human brain behind it. You'll see like mistakes that humans made that the human themselves didn't see. You can give feedback and tell them how to change it, but with AI, you tell it how to change something and it gives you the same output.
Do you ever see that one person trying to generate one of those birthday scams and it kept putting hands all over the table?
Or the one where it tries to get a full glass of wine, but it always gives half of it. Why do you do what you do, and what got you into it?
Well, that's a good question. Because I've always been drawn to art since, like I've mentioned, a very young age. It, I guess, started with, maybe as far back as kindergarten and stuff, with just random coloring pages and wanting to draw and like I mentioned before, getting all these ideas in my head that I really liked out on paper, and just through that, developing an art style of my own, developing what I liked to draw, as well as what I realized other people like to see in my art as well.
So, you said you couldn't remember how long you've been an artist, and my next question was going to be, how long have you been an artist?
It's genuinely been so long that, like I've mentioned, it's even as far back as kindergarten I remember drawing all the time. I will say, as far as animation as a specific art though, that is more of a 3 or 5 year thing I've been on, and only just recently started publishing.
I would say for content creation, I've been in the game now for 9 years. I've seen how YouTube has changed. I was there during the ad-pocalypse when copper was first introduced, and you had to yes, it's for kids, or no, it's not for kids. I remember the era before that tick box. That's how long I've been around on YouTube. So there's so much change that has gone on, and it feels crazy looking back at the old analytics screen, because I have a screenshot of the old YouTube studio back in like 2019, 2018, before they changed it all completely. And I have to say, I still prefer the old layout over the new one. And it's been, what, 6 years since they changed it?
Yeah, it's like most of the things YouTube's changed over the years have not been better at all.
Worse.
Yeah, obviously the AI stuff's the worst of it now, but even little things, like you mentioned, the whole display of it.
This wasn't a question, but since we're on the topic of YouTube Studio and you're an artist, what do you think of the inspiration tab, in quotation marks, I'm going to say? Because I don't think it inspires at all.
Yeah, definitely not. It's pretty pointless to me. I don't get the point of it. It's like, I guess if you're in a point where you're hitting a writer's block or a roadblock where you can't figure out what you want to do, but again, that's all the ideas it generates. Again, I say ideas, it's just taken from other people.
Yeah.
But
are you worried about the future of AI and art?
So I don't see AI ever replacing art, just because, like we've mentioned before, how art has something superhuman in it, where you can see the thought process, and actually, especially with art, you can even hear from the artists themselves what was going through their mind, what they've been thinking, some of their development. A lot more of a story and personal touch to real art. In AI, it's just you write a prompt and it's just an image.
Just that, the amount of environmental damage it does as well.
Oh yeah, that too, yeah. It's so environmentally damaging. I do not see it, unless it somehow finds a way to be more eco-friendly, which I doubt it will, and I don't see it sticking around nearly as long as people say it will.
I can see the comments now. People are going to say, well, art is as damaging because you're cutting down trees with paper. Yeah, but most of the time people replant those trees, we recycle.
Yeah, and also you're not cutting down 1,000 trees for one paper or mass generating a bunch of artworks at the same time. Because of how AI is built, it's made to just try to pump out a bunch of stuff really quickly at once. Which is another problem I have with AI, is it's all about final product, not the actual journey to get to the art.
I wasn't expecting it to go as long as I thought, but that was a great interview. Thank you. And before I go, has anyone mentioned that you sound like Jaden Animations? Slightly? Ever so slightly?
Do
I feel like you do. Let the comments decide. I feel like you sound a slight bit like Jaden Animations.
To be fair, I am also Aero Ace like her, so I might be a clone.
Do you also have an obsession with Hatsune Miku?
That is one of the two differences I think I have. It's like, I do not have an obsession.
Okay. Good. Thank you for your time.
And thank you for having me.
What is your opinion on AI in big games like Fortnite and Roblox? For example, Fortnite allowing you to code with AI on Unreal Editor.
When it comes to that use of AI, that I strongly disagree with, as well as the using AI or Fortnite with Darth Vader. Those are two very poor uses for AI, because for Darth Vader, it was unfiltered, and that went very bad very quickly. And then using AI to code for you, it's lazy. Game dev is a creative media, so if you want to produce something, put the time in. Asking AI to do it, yeah, it'll do it, It might work, but you won't understand why it works. You won't understand why it did what it did, and adding to it in the future will be very, very hard.
Yeah, because you won't know how, you don't have the skills to add to it. I see exactly what you're saying. However, I'm going to disagree with one of your points. AI Darth Vader was a great way to speak to someone who has passed away. It was a great way to still have his legacy there, and he signed a waiver that it could be used in AI before he died. So, even though it wasn't as filtered, they did fix it near to the end.
Find the names, you say? If this Jack Mihos is an operative of
So the only thing that I do agree with, and not many people do, is the AI Darth Vader in Fortnite was a really fun experience and was a way to still speak to the voice actor even though they're not alive anymore, if you get that point.
Yeah, that's fair. A poorer example then, well, like use of AI is being someone is the Stan Lee situation.
Yeah.
In Comic-Con, they're using a hologram projection of Stan Lee while using AI to replicate his voice and facial movements and like body language.
And
it's
he
like,
didn't
okay.
agree to that, but the voice actor of the Darth
Yeah.
Vader did. So why do you do what you do, and what got you into it?
What got me into game development was DrayOdev. He's a Unity developer.
Crab game.
Yeah. I saw one of his videos a long time ago, and I was like, that's cool.
Yeah.
And since then, I've been like, I've always enjoyed looking behind the scenes of projects. And then 4 years ago, I was like, you know what? Let's actually make something. So I spent some time looking at engines that I could run on my, at the time, pretty crappy laptop. And I ended up with Godot. And then from there, I've worked with Godot for 4 years. And I've loved working in it.
Why not something like Unity or something mainstream like Unreal Engine, for example?
Unity and Unreal Engine were both too like heavy for my laptop to run at the time, and also I didn't really like Unreal from the blueprints. I wanted to actually code for myself. I know you can code in Unreal, but the whole point of Unreal is the blueprints. With Unity, I just couldn't run it, and I also didn't really like how Unity looked. It was a very dull engine, and then I was like, looked at other engines and Godot popped up, and I was like, the UI looks nice, it looks very user-friendly, and it was.
Sounds like a very user-friendly experience if you want to start game development. Is it also easy to get into as well, would you say?
As a whole, game development is tough to get into, but using an engine like Godot is a very nice way to ease yourself into it, because now there's so much documentation for Godot. Like, compared to when I started when there was basically no tutorials. It was difficult to find information on stuff. Now you can just Google basically whatever you want, and there's either videos on it, or you can just find a GitHub repo that has all the things you're going to need. And they explain it. They don't just say, this is the code. Yeah, that's it. They give you the code, and then they give you so many reasons and a detailed explanation of why they did what they did, what this does, what that does. It's such a friendly community.
How long have you been a game developer for?
I've been a developer for 4 years.
Are you worried about the future of AI and game development as it is now compared to, say, something like in 10 years' time?
Quite a bit, yeah. When it comes to the art side of game development, you have to prove that you drew it now in industry. You have to have proof that you've done everything yourself. If you use, for instance, Procreate, a lovely art tool, it creates time lapses for you, which is the best way of proving it. So that part of game development is already pretty badly hit because of all the changes that have had to be put in place and all that. When it comes to the coding side, AI is improving. If I asked ChatGPT back when I started Godot for information on the engine and like a script to move the player, it wouldn't be able to do it. If I ask it now, it can do it. And what's scarier is it actually does explain everything and give you proper reasoning.
Thank you so much, Mr. O'Dev.
Yep, thank you for having me.
Oh, what do you think of AI music creation and its developments over the years?
I don't think it's there yet. Right now, I think music is mostly safe, apart from probably the vocal kind of side of things. I mean, with the new AIs, I don't actually exactly know what they're called. They can generate pretty convincing singing vocals, but you can still tell. So I feel like AI is developing pretty quickly. I mean, it's exponentially going up. I don't think right now it's at the stage where it can confidently make music like humans can. So for me, I think my job as making music myself is mostly safe.
All right, cool. Why do you do what you do, and what got you into making music?
So it was, funnily enough, it's literally down to the but it was kind of, but in general, it was just kind of like I found my music taste by listening to the background music of YouTube videos. I know it sounds ridiculous, but when I hear this like really cool music, I'm checking out all of the artists and trying to figure out what how it's made. I'm trying to into the same genre, listen to more of the music, and that's how I kind of got into it. None of my family is actually musical at all. I literally just got into it by that.
So yeah, I noticed that you do seem to mimic things really well with your music. Like you recreated one of Dan TDM's outros. For the Dan TDM game, I might as well mention this, but you recreated the Street Fighter remix, but we can't use it because Capcom said no. So I'm probably going to play that somewhere in this video today so people can hear your work in action, if that's okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
How long have you been a musician for?
I've been making music since I was 11. The first song that I made, I really want to share. My first song I made when I was 11, it was like in Ableton Live. I was just like, I was trying to like try out presets and things and make some sort of sound. But ever since then, I've been practicing. I've been moving from Ableton Live to literally making music on my phone, and I went from making music on my phone to making music on my computer. And I actually, you know, bought the whole software, got sample libraries. I got all of these things because I'm quite serious about my music now, and I've been doing it for quite a while. So I've been doing it for about 4 years, I think.
Yeah. So you started with music 4 years ago, and Dre started with games 4 years ago. So you both started with something new 4 years ago. That's insane.
Yeah.
Are you worried about the future of AI in music?
Possibly. I don't actually know the direction. I know that AI is going to get increasingly better, but music is so complex compared to, I don't know, like a video or like things. Creating computer generated sounds, especially when you can't there's not really much data the AI can train off of free music. Because it's just like a jumble of ones and zeros. The AI won't really understand it. But I feel like it give it like 5 years, and then it could probably get to the standard that humans are getting at right now. But right now, I think music is pretty safe in the industry. In the music industry, I think AI is not really there yet.
No, there is like computerized songs, but those are controlled by humans. For example, Vocaloid, you need like a MIDI device to control.
Yeah, I've heard about
someone like Hatsune Miku or Rin or someone like that. You actually need to control that as a person, but it is computerized, but it's a human voice back. So at the moment, music is the safest out of all of them, I would say. Writing has been taken over. Art's been taken over. Game development, it's getting taken over because Unreal Engine is adding an AI coding feature. It's already in the Fortnite version of Unreal Engine, so it's going absolutely berserk. It's in Roblox. It's, oh my god. So
it's in Roblox, it's in a lot of things.
So at the moment, music is safe. And I'm probably going to play some of your music during this video because I'm showing off people's art, I'm showing off people's games, and I'm showing off what people can really do in this video because I want to express people's creativity, and I've picked the best people who have a microphone on my friends list to introduce themselves and tell themselves more about what they do. And to be honest, you're the best musician on my friends list, so just putting that out. Yeah.
The only thing that's actually AI generated that I use is, like, none of the music I make at all is AI generated. It's just the album covers. I don't have enough money to even like invest in album covers. So using my album covers, just know that some of them are AI generated. I just don't have the money to actually make it.
I can hook you up with some channel artists who will do the work for free if you're up for it, and they would probably change the covers. So if you need album covers, if you need stuff, ask them. They'll be more
Oh
than
yeah,
happy.
thank you. Yeah.
Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope this video was insightful on everything AI so far. From the music producers, the artists, and the game developers that took part in this video, thank you. Thank you for raising awareness on the future of AI and why AI can be a horrible idea for the future of art. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope you've enjoyed it.